Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Vivek and today we'll be making butter chicken with roti. I hope you all like it. So let's get started. So to make butter chicken, we have a few ingredients over here. So butter chicken mainly consists of the chicken part, which is like a marinated chicken tikka kind of a chicken, and then we have the gravy part, and then we just mix both together. It's as simple as that. So first let's prepare the gravy part of it. To do that, the main base of the gravy is going to be tomatoes, and then we have a single onion and some garlic and some ginger, and then I made a spice mix over here, and the spice mix is made of garam masala, turmeric, and some chilies and salt and few other ingredients. It's a secret recipe of mine, secret spice recipe of mine. And then we have some methi leaves, and we also have some butter and some oil to fry the stuff. So let's get started by chopping some tomatoes. And next we will chop some onions. So these things don't need much of chopping because we are gonna blend it together anyway after this, so we can just keep it lightly chopped, but still enough to, depends on how strong the blender is. Like if you have a really strong blender, then you don't have to cut it at all, but you have to cut some of it. You have to cut some of it if you are not having a great blender. So we have everything ready. We have the chopped onions, ginger, garlic, everything together, and then the tomatoes looking really red and rich. You want to get really good tomatoes for this because that's the main base of this dish, and if the tomatoes aren't good enough, then it's not gonna bring that rich flavor to it. So it has to bring a little bit of sweetness, so always pick the best tomatoes for it. So let's heat this up. Let's add some oil to it. We'll also add a little bit of butter. So the oil is hot right now, so we'll add some of the spices to it. Let's also add some cashew nuts. So cashew nut is a very key ingredient to making butter chicken because that's what brings that real rich texture to it, and it's not really just the butter, it's actually the cashew nuts, I think, which brings a lot of flavor to it. Once the cashew nuts are done, we can add the tomatoes. And also the mixture of onions, ginger and garlic. Let it cook for a while and then we'll blend it together. So it looks like our gravy is almost cooked well, I think. So yeah, so it's cooked pretty well. Let's just add some of the spices right now. The mixture of garam masala, chilies and the other spices which I mentioned. I think this is ready now. We need to let it cool down a bit before we put it on a blender and then mix it up. So let's add this to blender jar. Let's just add a little bit of water so that it kinds of blends really well. So that's ready, and we'll let that cool down a bit. So we have now prepared the curry part of it. So let's make the chicken right now. Let's now prepare the chicken. Ideally you need chicken thighs for this, which is like the best for this. You also need a grill, preferably like kind of like an iron grill that you can just put on the stove. But for this we will just be using the breast, and then we will use the oven for this, since that's all we have over here. And but yeah, ideally you need to be you should be preparing chicken tikka and then adding the sauce, the sauce that we prepared earlier. The chicken tikka needs to be added to the sauce. But for this, let's just use this chicken and then put it in the oven, and then we'll throw it in the curry mix which we made earlier. So in order to do this, let's add some of the spice mix which we had earlier. So this already has the garlic and ginger and garam masala and salt and pretty much everything that is needed for this. We will add some lemon juice to this. We also need some yogurt, and finally let's add some oil. So our chicken mix is ready, so we need to mix it all up, and we ideally need to marinate it for 2 hours or maybe 3, and then we will put it in the oven for about like 10-15 minutes, and then we'll throw it in the curry that we made earlier. So right now let's just mix everything together. So let's let it marinate it for 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll switch on the oven, and then we'll put it in the sauce. So the chicken has now marinated. Let's just switch on the oven and then heat it for about. So I'm using the grill mode in the oven over here. Ideally you should be using the one in the stove with the grill on, but for this case I'm just using the direct grill option which is available in the oven. So while the chicken is getting ready, let's prepare some rotis over here. So to make the rotis, we need to first prepare the dough using atta. So I have a mixture of atta and salt over here. We will mix it with some water. So it's a little bit tricky to get this right. So you need to keep adding water to it, and it shouldn't be too much water. So if the water is too much, then it's not gonna have the right consistency to flatten it out later. And it has also the tendency to stick to your hands a lot, so it's always a good idea to wear some kind of a gloves for this, the disposable ones. So we hammered it down to this form of atta. So now let's make some balls to make the rotis. Let's make our rotis over here. We need some flat shape. So we got some form of shape. I'm not really great at making the perfect round shape, but I hope I made some form of it. So let's add our rotis one by one, since this tawa is now hot. Meanwhile, let's keep an eye on the chicken. It should not be overcooked, it should not be undercooked, it should be like in that perfect zone. That's what I'm waiting for. So that is our last roti. I think we are done with that. Let's keep that aside. And we need to add some butter to these so that it tastes a bit like the ones which you get in the restaurant, like the butter naan. So let's see how our chicken looks like. Seems to be grilled. And let's add the mix which we made earlier. Well, ideally you have to pass it through a sieve to get a good consistency if you want it like really smooth. But for this, I'm just gonna add it directly. Let's add the rest of the butter. And also the rest of our spices. Let's give that a small stir. Okay, now is the right time to add our chicken. Let's add our chicken pieces. So let's combine the chicken with the butter chicken curry which we made, and then we should eat it as quickly as possible because butter chicken only tastes good when it's hot, and we already made our rotis so it should not get cold. And one fact about butter chicken is that the longer you keep it, the more tastier it gets, because the chicken is again marinating in that sauce. So if you have this the next day, it's gonna taste even better. So it's similar to how the pizza tastes the next day. So I'm gonna cover it up for a couple more minutes and then we should be done. So our butter chicken is now ready. Let's plate it. Let's add some fenugreek leaves to the top of it. And that should be it. I also want to show you how one would eat So the best way to eat without making a mess of your hand, take a piece of the roti, make a small pocket here, and then put the chicken and wow, that's really good. That's really good. You have to try it. Try it out and let me know how it works out.